Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Nameless Losers. I'm Ryan,
And I'm Alyssia.
and honestly, I didn't come up with any ideas this time, so
Well, I wanted to tell you, I spoke with Jacob right before we started this episode.
yeah.
And he said that he's been prank calling David for months before we even did it.
So that's probably why he thought it was Jacob. So
Trying to be an Indian, selling
Yeah.
him insurance.
so he was it car insurance at least, or was it life insurance?
I have no idea. He didn't specify.
I mean, at one point he definitely called me Jacob during that prank call. So
He's like, Jacob, I know it's you.
I think it was the point when he asked if having an orgy was okay and if the insurance would cover it. I was like, well,
That's disgusting.
so first of all, is it a homophobic orgy, or is there at least one female involved?
I think he said it was homophobic.
He did. He said
That's
it was purely
That's not
homophobic.
That's not homophobic.
It was pure. No, it was purely
homosexual, not homophobic.
Shut up! I don't English words don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So I was scrolling through Facebook. I was minding my own business. All right.
Like you just changed the subject. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
No, it has to do with David.
Okay.
I was scrolling through Facebook, minding my own business, and I see this picture, and I'm gonna post it so you guys can see it. But
I don't know if I want to see it.
I thought it was David for a second, but it wasn't David. And I was like, David's on Facebook, and he's my friend, but it wasn't David.
Oh my god.
Does not look like David.
If he had a mullet, yeah.
It's like, oh my god, they could be cousins or brothers, twins.
Yeah.
It says hide your moms because once I'm done rebuilding this carburetor, I'm taking her to Applebee's. Want some chicken strips, sport?
I do. I would love chicken strips from Applebee's.
You want David to be your stepdad?
If he's gonna buy me chicken strips from Applebee's.
All right, David. Call in. We'll give you his mom's phone number.
My mom's in a relationship right now, so good luck with that. But if you want to buy me free Applebee's,
is she happy?
What? How did this go from a conversation to my mom, or from David to my mom?
Because we're trying to get David hooked up with your mom so you can get some chicken nugget strips.
David can just buy me chicken nugget. He'd probably refuse.
Yeah, but if he's your dad, he has to, right?
I say I'm hungry. Child abuse. Give me food.
Just shave your mustache. You could be like a child. You're like, my dad's not feeding me.
CYFD.
You see, I'm malnutritioned.
Yeah, I'm definitely malnourished.
Have you seen that Vine where it's like this guy and it's like my 600-pound life or something like that, and he's like, he goes to the doctors. He's like, I can't eat. Every time I eat, I throw up. He's like, that's because of the surgery, because he got like something.
The gastric bypass surgery.
Yeah, he got that, and he's like, I just don't want to become malnourished. The doctor's like, do you look malnourished?
Yeah. Like, even if you stopped eating, your body would supply food for itself in the form of the fat that you have stored.
He got up and left, and I was dying.
Oh, science.
All right. What do you want to talk about that's on the list, Ryan?
I told you I didn't write anything down.
Yeah, but what's on the list? What do you want to talk about?
I don't care. Why are you... This is peer pressure. I don't want to smoke your pots.
My pots?
Your marijuanas. I don't want none of it. I'm a good child.
I'm not forcing anything on him. Just maybe David being his dad.
Yeah, that's a very hard ship right now that she's trying to push on me.
I think it'd be great.
I mean, I'm down for free chicken nuggets anytime, David. But I'm not gonna call you dad.
You should have said daddy.
I know. It reminds me of another.
What?
It's a video. I think it's on TikTok, and it's a guy. He's like, you know how they try to be kids or whatever.
What? Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah. Anyway,
I don't know what you're watching.
He's trying to be a kid. Anyway, he's pretending to be him when he was younger, and he goes into his room and he's like, "Hey, Dad's gonna come home and Mom said that he's gonna whip us when he gets home." He said, "But I have an idea. When he gets home, I'm gonna pretend to like it."
What the fuck?
So he walks into the room and just slaps him. He's like, "Oh, do it again, please." And he's like, "What the fuck?" Throws the belt.
That would definitely make me stop.
Right? He's like, "What the fuck?"
I would lock him in his room and be like, "Don't talk to me.
You're not my child."
Get away from me."
Uh,
I've been watching like a lot of conspiracy TikToks, but that comes with like a lot of like spiritual TikToks.
yeah.
And this guy or this lady, she's like, ask your child if if they remember before they were born. And so this lady, she has like a 3-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Do you remember before you were born?" And she goes, "I remember I crawled from the depths of hell."
I've seen that one.
And it's burned into my brain and it fucking scares me.
It was great.
No, it scarred me for life.
It made me laugh so hard. I was like, "Oh my god."
I saved it though. I think I was supposed to send it to you. But I was too scared to watch it again.
Yeah, I gotta want to do it. Oh, I miss Vine.
Do
like
you
nothing can replace Vine, but TikTok is
replace Vine?
it hasn't replaced Vine. Vine is still it's better.
What's your favorite Vine?
You can no.
I don't remember that one.
You can't ask a man his favorite Vine. Vine in general is just glorious.
I like what are you guys doing? Breakfast?
Breakfast.
Yes! I love that one.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, it was a meme for the longest time as well, so I guess I understand.
I love Vine.
Everyone loved Vine.
I also love TikTok though.
I think the reason that people don't download TikTok in the beginning was because it was like nothing but people dancing and like doing shit like that, like you. Yeah,
I don't do that.
like
You go to my TikTok, I don't have videos like that.
yeah, no, because she never posted them. She just sent them to me. If you recall from like
the first
2 weeks
episode,
ago.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I think people. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me get my
Deep
thoughts
breath.
straight.
Deep breath.
Let me get my thoughts straight for a second, and then I'll say what I was trying to say.
Okay. As he laughs to himself like a crazy person.
God damn it, shut up. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to myself.
Ryan has officially lost it.
It's always just...
This will be our last episode.
And then from now on, she's just going to record me talking to myself. I'm just going to have conversations with myself.
I'll record video too. You're welcome.
Just rocking back and forth in the corner. Just, it's fine.
The voices in his head have definitely got to him.
The ones that tell me I'm funny.
There he goes talking to him again.
Anyway, god damn it. I think the reason that people don't download TikTok, or they still don't, is because they saw the videos of people dancing in the beginning and they thought that that's all it was. And then people started making like Vine stuff on TikTok. But people still don't want to download it because they don't want to let go of TikTok or Vine.
Yeah.
Like they want that memory is like nothing's gonna replace Vine, and then there's a rumor of Vine 2 or something.
I remember that.
Yeah. Everyone's like, I'm just gonna wait for Vine 2.
Well, it took you forever to download TikTok.
Yeah.
Why?
It's the same reason. I didn't want to watch people dancing all the time.
That's all that's on their advertisements too.
But yeah, that it drives people away. Like
you see the D'Amelios.
Yeah. You're like, I don't what is
I was
that?
dancing, by the way.
Yeah.
Really badly.
It was like one of the times she sent me a video and it brought back memories I didn't want.
Ouch.
What? I tell you about the time that me and Josh almost got the cops called on us.
What? No.
Oh, good times.
Are you gonna say it? And just talk to your voices in your head again.
I'm telling myself. I'm just recounting the story to myself in my head. Yeah, that was.
Good times. Good times.
No, okay. So, anyway, it was like third grade, I think.
You were in third grade and you got arrested?
We didn't get arrested. We almost had the cops called on us. I
Okay.
mean, even if we did, there was no way that they would have showed up because I don't know if no one that, well, maybe. I'm talking to myself again.
Yes, you
It's,
are.
it's just this is what this episode is gonna be. Just Ryan talks to himself throughout the episode.
That's what we're gonna name it. Ryan
Ryan has
and his last two brain cells.
Yep. Okay. Anyway, it was out in Branson because I was going to school out there at the time with Josh, and it was a small school back then.
It's
Like,
still a small school.
they have a football team now.
Oh, really? With 3 people?
It's they've actually been doing really good. I think they started a fundraiser, and they went like, I know they went statewide. I think they were trying to go national with it.
Wow.
And they're building a football field or rebuilding their football field.
So how many people were there when you got your cops called on you?
There was 3 people in my grade.
You, Josh, and someone else?
I don't. Did I tell you about the person that like we put hand sanitizer around the mouth of her water bottle? I think I did.
Yeah, why don't you tell them what a bully you are?
Josh.
The voices in my head told me to do it.
Josh is a horrible. Josh was a horrible influence back then. Like, you have no clue. That's why we almost got the cops called on us. Like,
because you poisoned a girl.
You know.
Not that one. Not that kind.
No, that was at school. So.
Oh my god. Why don't you tell them what you did?
Anyway,
no, you're like, no.
I spent the night at Josh's house, who lived in Branson at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like an hour away, hour and a half away from where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what gave us the idea. I take that back. I do remember what gave us the idea. We were doing a science fair project, and mine was like caveman tools or something at the time.
What?
So me and Josh were in his room
building caveman tools.
We had rocks, and we were making arrowheads, and we tied them to sticks, and we got like this bigger rock, this round rock, and we tied that to a stick and made that a hammer. And yeah, so we made like bows and arrows and everything with like the stuff that we had around. And we went out the next morning after making all these tools and setting his carpet on fire because we didn't know that hitting 2 rocks together makes sparks and fire. So
set his carpet on fire?
Yeah, that was a fun time.
I would not have you back in my house if I was Miss Ritchie.
She didn't know. We never told her. It was just like quick, and we're like, "Oh God!" and we like slapped it. So we put it out. We saved your house, Miss Ritchie.
Oh my God!
We were crazy children. All right.
I can see you got your cops called on you.
The next time we didn't get the cops called on us. I'm getting there.
Okay.
We went outside with our tools and everything, and it was a crazy couple of days now that I'm thinking about it. So I was there, and the first idea Josh had, because he had this other dog. He had, I think, 3 or 4 dogs at the time.
Damn.
And he didn't like one of them.
What?
Like, he said, I don't want this dog. So he had the thought, if one of my other dogs gets pregnant and has puppies, then there'll be no room for that dog. So his idea was, let's go hunt a rabbit, and then we'll put the rotting carcass by one of the dogs, and it'll attract another stray dog and get his dog pregnant. So she would have puppies. I mean, the tools we made weren't sufficient. I don't think they were sharp enough. We did.
You tried to kill a rabbit?
We did. We thought we were cavemen.
Oh God, you
the
guys
the
are
two
terrible.
the tools weren't sharp enough. So I shot an arrow, and Josh shot an arrow that we made, and it just kind of like hit the rabbit and bounced off. So it's like, what the fuck, and it took off. That was day one.
Oh, there's like a whole mission.
That was day one. That was like, yeah, that was our first caveman trip, and then I think we went back and made more, tried to make them sharper, and we couldn't find any rabbits. And I think one of our other friends had showed up, and he had found like a set of antlers, and he was trying to be a caveman with us too. So, oh god, I don't know what it was, but Josh. These are all Josh, and I just went along with it. There was this old car sitting like a block or two down the road that belonged to our old friend that used to go to Branson, but he left like a year later, year after, a year before. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And he left his car there. So we're like, you know what? No one's gonna come use this car. So Josh got his bow and arrow. I had my spear, and our other friend had like this deer antler. So we ran up to the car and like just started beating on it, and like I threw my spear, and Josh was like trying to shoot arrows at the tire, and the other guy was just beating on the horn. And like another block and a half down the road, like this guy comes out. I guess he hears us hitting the car. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing? That's my car." It's like, get off that! I'm gonna call the police. Me and Josh hear this, and like other friend, I don't know what. He's in like a totally different space. He's like still beating on the hood with the antlers. And me and Josh are like, oh shit. I mean, we didn't say that at the time because we were third graders. So we're just like, come on, we gotta go.
Oh my
And
god.
we grab him and we just book it back down the road towards his house. And this guy went back in his house, got his keys, got his car,
And moved it?
and no, he got his car, not the car that we were beating, and drove up the road to find us. We were outside of Josh's house, like right across the road. There was like a bunch of tires and everything, and we seen him coming. So me and my other friend, we jumped in like the tires and hid. And Josh just didn't know what to do, I guess. So he just stood there with his bow and arrow, and just like, he had to like explain to the guy something. And I think at one point he's like, where do your parents live? And not knowing that they were right across the street from where Josh was standing, he's like, my mom and dad told me not to tell people where my address is, and I don't know you, so you're a stranger. And he was just yeah, so that was the thing.
You know what would have been funny?
What?
They would have told Miss Ritchie and been like, there's some kids beating on cars, stealing stuff.
You know the
Better
sad
watch
thing?
out.
The sad thing is that the guy, whoever it was, knew Mr. and Mrs. Ritchie.
Mhm.
It's a small town, Branson. Like, everyone knows everybody. But he had gone over to the house, like, a week later. But he didn't recognize Josh, so I guess that's a plus. They never found out it was us.
How
Oh,
did you not recognize Josh?
I don't know. I mean, he probably wasn't like engaged in like looking at him at the time, because who goes to like someone else's house and like examines the little boy that is there at the time?
Don't say it like that.
It's like, you go to talk to the parents. That's probably what he was doing. He was probably going to converse with Mr. and Mrs. Ritchie.
I don't like the way you said that.
Just examines the little boy that's in the house.
Ew. Gross.
Oh, but yeah, that was day 2.
Was that the final day?
No,
No.
no. I mean, we gave up the caveman stuff after that because we got in trouble for it, and we thought we were gonna get the cops called on us. But like I said, in all reality, it's like an hour and a half away from where we are now, so there's no way that the cops are gonna be like, okay, well, someone's beating the car 2 hours away from us. You want to go check it out?
3 third graders
Yeah.
are beating the car with antlers and sticks they found.
Yeah.
You want to take it?
So yeah. Anyway, that was that happened. We got in trouble, and we just put him away. And then Josh was really into anime at the time. I think he's still in anime. Like, he's the one that got me into anime.
Oh god.
But anyway, he was like really into Bleach, and
Drinking it?
Bleach is an anime.
Oh.
And if you don't know what it is, it's
Clorox.
yeah, it's just an anime about Clorox and cleaning supplies.
Nice.
No, it's it has to do a lot with like swords and like Japanese and kimonos and like the afterlife and stuff like that. So
What's kimonos? Like a dragon? A kimono dragon?
Komodo dragon? The kimono dragon. I want to see that. If someone can like draw a dragon in a kimono, that would be great.
What's a kimono?
Anyway, he was really into it, and he thought it'd be a good idea to make swords.
Oh.
Yeah.
God.
So we went out and we found like these. What is it? Fence poles, like for the corner of the fence.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, like a chain link fence. The poles
Okay.
that support it. Yeah. So we found like 2 of those, and I don't know how he did it. Now that I'm thinking about it, but he flattened out like the ends of them to make them more sword like, and I don't think they were fence poles. I don't know what they were, because there's no way that he could have done that.
Yeah, that is a third grader. What the fuck?
He was a strong 3rd grader, right? Yeah, I had a very bad time.
Chuck Norris is a third grader or what?
I had a very bad time being his friend.
Didn't he lock you in the closet and beat you?
That's the story I'm getting to.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah. That's day 3. we he made the swords and everything. He did his, and then he wanted a sword fight, and I was like, okay, whatever. I thought it was just gonna be like, yeah, well, cool, just hit them together like regular people. No, he took it like, this is a battle to the death. I'm going to murder you. Like, I was like, okay, cool, and I like hit it against his, and he like swung it and flung mine out of my hands, and like
Your
he,
life
like,
flashed before your eyes.
so I was like, what's going on? And like he just starts fucking hitting me with the fucking pole. I'm like, oh god. And like I fall into his closet. I was like, stop. And he's just like swinging on me, just concede. I was like, I don't even have my sword. And he's like still hitting me. It was it was pretty bad.
It makes you feel any better. I was beaten with a plastic dildo in the closet.
That's, I don't know if that's better or worse.
So
I was in physical pain. You just had emotional pain.
So we were playing this game. It was like hide and seek, and it was all lights off, so like no one could see anything. And I was hiding in the closet, and they had like a dildo,
Yeah.
and they would swing it around, and if it hit you, then you then you're like out. You know what I mean? So I was in the closet, and they opened the door, and they just hit me.
I have also been slapped by a dildo, but not while I was in a closet. So
I was like quiet though, and they didn't even notice I was. They thought it was something else in their closet. They're like, "Hey, what is that?"
slapping you with a dildo. Why is this happening to me?
It was great. No one found me.
They did find you.
They did.
They just didn't know that they found you.
Yeah, they thought it was like a something in there. I don't know what. Like a mannequin.
Yeah, probably. More like, what would be in a closet?
I don't know.
Really? Like, this isn't normal. This is my closet.
It was so fun. That was a fun game. We should play that game.
I don't have a dildo to walk around and slap people with, so I don't think we can play that game.
Well, we could buy one.
I'm not gonna buy a dildo.
I could buy one.
Have fun with that. when your mom opens your mail. So what is this? We're gonna play a game with it. What kind of games are you playing?
There's like a shop where I used to go to college, and we went in there, and I went with ramen, and
I do.
so it was like his friends.
Noodles.
Noodles, yeah. It was him and a bunch of his friends,
Yeah.
and there was like one that's like maybe to your waist, and he grabbed it, and he's like, "Damn, that's heavy." He's like, "You could beat a grown man to death with this."
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about a man that was to my waist. I was like, that's even what? And
No,
then I realized, yeah,
it was a
okay,
dildo.
that's not okay.
It was fun.
That's how is that possible?
We were trying to look for a gift for our friend, and
Did you buy that one?
no, we didn't buy that one.
It's good.
That one's really expensive. It's like $120
That's what you classify as expensive.
for a dildo. I'm not gonna pay that. We all pitched in, and we got his friend one. Well, he's my friend too, but you know.
Yeah.
And that's what we played with that night.
You know, when you say it like that, it doesn't make it sound any better.
It was fun.
It's like, we bought a dildo, and that's what we played with that night. It was fun.
He FaceTimed us one time, and he like put it in his pants,
Yeah,
and we thought it was.
Yeah. You told me.
Oh, I did.
You didn't tell them, but I don't want to hear it, so you guys don't get to hear it either.
Let's see. What else do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about when we used to play pranks on each other on Kick?
Sure.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
The only thing that I remember doing to you on Kick is not safe for work.
I remember one time it was me and not Adrian. It was Janae. And we had a sleepover, and we went on Kick, and we found like this group of guys. And,
Yeah.
And we're
you
like,
gave them my phone number.
Wait, we're like, do you want to talk on the phone? You want
my home phone number?
Do you want to? What is it called?
I don't know. I'm not the one that was there giving them my home phone number.
Yeah, that's why you don't give me any of your numbers now.
Anymore, yeah. That's why I stopped giving you my numbers.
It wasn't even me!
My mother answered the phone.
So we asked them if they wanted to call, and it was like, oh yeah, we could talk dirty, blah, blah, blah. And not my mom, his mom answered. We gave him his home.
My home phone number.
Why don't you tell him what your mom said?
I don't even remember what my mom said. I just remember her getting really upset at whoever was on the phone and slamming the phone down and just blocking the number. I was like, who was that? And then I got a text from you guys afterwards saying, did you like the phone call? I was like, what you son of a bitch. This is why you don't have any of my numbers still.
You were supposed to pick it up, not your mom.
Yeah, because I answer my home phone all the time.
I thought it was your real phone, like your cell phone.
No, why would I give you... I didn't even have a cell phone at the time. I had an iPod.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
If I wanted anything, I had to buy it myself. I had money for an iPod. And I bought that.
I remember because I had an iPod too.
Yeah.
That's how we talked, through Kick.
Which was... We had the bright idea of going on Omegle, and that's how this all started. We thought, you know what? We should try to find each other on Omegle.
I met a cool dude, and I stopped trying.
Yeah, like, I was still going through, it was like, hey, what's up? And then, like, someone else would, like, we'd chat for a while, and then I'd find it, like, hey, is this Alyssia? Like, there's one person's like, no, but I could be if you want me to. I was like, what? And I ended it.
That's creepy.
It is. Like, as a child, as a teenager, you don't realize that that's what Omegle was. Josh introduced me to Omegle.
Oh yeah, you were always on it.
Yeah, because he introduced me to it. And he's like, let's just talk to random people. And I was like, okay. And that's... Most of the things that I did were because of Josh. Okay? So...
What you did to me, was that because of Josh?
No, that was because you were a dick.
Just prove to me that I was a dick.
You and Janae.
You didn't do it to Janae!
I did.
You did?
Maybe.
No, you did not.
I don't remember.
You did not. You just did it to me.
You and Janae were bad together. Just like me and Josh are bad together.
Yeah, but I don't get to be bad with Janae no more. She moved. It was fun.
At least Janae didn't beat you. I mean, never mind.
Wait, she didn't?
She was pretty mean to you.
See, we just start punching bags. Like, your friends punching bags.
See, but, like, Josh made me immune to most pain. So that's, yeah.
Is that sad or is that good?
It's not great. But, I mean, it's not bad for, like, other situations.
So if you would have got...
Like, if I got stabbed, I'd be like, oh, that's a knife.
Oh my god, has Josh stabbed
you? With a pencil.
Where?
In my arm. He also threw me into a wall while we were running. I think we were, like, playing, like, a race, and, like, I was winning against, like, everyone else, and someone was catching up, and Josh decided Ryan has to win this or something. I don't know what was going through his head, but that was my thought process, and that's what made me feel better about it. But anyway, he picked me up as I was running, while he's still running, and just launches me. I fly headfirst into a wall. It was not great.
What the fuck?
I may have had a concussion. But I was at school, and we were having fun. I thought we were having fun. That may have been a concussion. It's like, yeah, this is fun. Let's go.
I'm seeing birds.
Why is everyone spinning?
This is so fun. We're on like a merry-go-round.
But anyway, yeah, I think there was a dent in the wall afterwards. It was pretty bad.
What did the teacher do? Did the teacher see?
It was during gym, so physically active kids are physically active kids. He didn't care.
Great.
Yeah, we made him mad a lot too. So, I mean, that was my revenge on him, I guess.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it was bad. And like you and Janae were just as bad. Like, I think she gave you pink eye one time because of her cat.
I think her cat farted on my face.
She made her cat fart on your face.
While I was asleep.
Yeah.
She had a video. Showed me in the morning. No.
She video called me and she's like, hey, do you want to see my cat fart on Alyssia? I was like, yeah, hell yeah, let's go. She went and did it and you were sleeping.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. She also videoed. Oh, I don't know if I should say this. She was the one that videotaped me when I was couldn't see and was just talking was helping me.
Oh man, I need to get a hold of Janae.
I hope she doesn't have it.
She just shows it to all of her friends now. Like, hey, you want to see one of my old dumb friends?
Why is her face so swollen?
She's allergic to dogs.
I look like the Goonies.
Isn't that a dog on her back? That's what makes it funny. She could have died, right?
And I remember waking up in the middle of the night. Everyone had blankets, right? I didn't have any, and I.
Did you go cuddle with the dog?
No, so I'm sleeping on the rocking chair because they kicked me off, and I'm like, Adriana, and she's like, because she was the closest one to me,
yeah,
and she's like, yeah, and then I'm like, where's the blankets? She fell back asleep. She wakes up 30 minutes later. I'm still freezing on the chair. She's like, and Alyssa's bedroom on the table.
She's like, in the bedroom on the table. And just falls back to sleep again.
Yeah, dude, that's how it went. That's legit how it went.
She remembered in her dreams. Like, oh, Just wakes up,
Yeah,
tells
she
you.
wakes back up. She's like, in Alyssa's room. Falls back asleep. I'm like,
Just
God bless you.
shivering. Thank you.
God bless you.
See, I think everyone's had that happen to them at least once. Like you go to a friend's house and they just forget to give you a blanket. Like, yeah, that never happened at Josh's house. No, it did. I remember now. Me and Ira had to cuddle to keep warm. It was,
Oh.
yeah.
Maybe that's what he was dreaming about. Like when he broke his dick.
We went over to Josh's house and yeah, I mean, I think we were playing Minecraft. I don't remember, but Josh had fallen asleep, and my I think we got tired. I got tired first, and Josh was already asleep. He had his blankets, and we didn't know where any of the blankets were in the house. So I just fell asleep, and I was all shivering. And Ira fell asleep, and he was shivering like a couple feet away because he gave us the same bed. And like we woke up in the morning just huddled next to each other, and I think I woke up first. I was like, "Oh shit!" And I got up and I went downstairs and I got food. I never told him about it.
Well, now you know, Ira.
If you listen. Oh, but yeah. Yeah, this has just turned into a story of just like mine and Josh's
Adventures.
yeah.
And you cuddling Ira, and Ira's dreaming about it in the future.
I wonder who kept me warm that night.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Like Josh sleeps with his window open with a fan. It was the middle of winter that night, so
Maybe he just did it to you on purpose.
he's like, I want to see him cuddle.
Keeps the videotape.
Oh no, but yeah, that's
I was talking to Ramon, and he said that he can't sleep with his window open, like the shades up, or
yeah,
his window open. I don't know. I think it was off of.
some kind of horror movie.
No, it was not off of some kind of
Oh,
horror movie.
that makes it even worse.
It's off of like this kids show. It was on Cartoon Network,
Oh god.
and I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like the deer. He stands on his hind legs, and he takes off his hooves, and then he's like moving his fingers around.
What?
And he said every time that he sleeps with his blinds up, he has a dream.
He just visualizes that deer outside his window.
Yes, he says yeah. Every time he sleeps with his blind up, he has a dream that the deer is outside his window doing that, and he can't sleep.
It's just a reoccurring nightmare that he has when his window is open.
If I find the video, I will put it on there. But oh my god.
Oh, see, I understand it now, like to a certain degree, because I get hot when I sleep, so I like leaving my window open because I'm poor and I can't afford a fan.
I like to sleep with my window open, but not in winter.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Oh, I do miss hanging out with Josh though. After all the times that he beat me, it's still
It's just like reminiscing.
yeah. It's like
I want him to beat me again. I like it. You're like that little boy on the TikTok.
Do it again. No, Josh is cool now. I'm like, I mean, he's not.
Yeah, he's really mellow now.
Yeah, he's mellowed out a lot versus when I had first met him. Like he got me into a lot of trouble.
I remember when he first came, he was really quiet because he didn't have any friends.
Yeah, he thought I was coming that year. I had told him that I was going to come that year because my mom told me I was going to come that year. But then Tony's like, "Hey, you're late, and we don't have any more spots left, so fuck you."
And then
he sat in the back. I've heard the story from him and other people that he sat in the back of the classroom with like a desk empty next to him with a box of donuts the first day of school.
Yeah. I was also a new kid, but I knew Grace.
Yeah.
Because she moved there the following year.
Yeah.
And he was like such a loner. And then when you came, it was like a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Now he was loud and mean and abusive.
Yeah. Yeah. It was I tell you, we bring out like
The worst in
the
each other.
best and the worst.
That's
We
a
feed off of each other's energies, and it just takes us crazy places now.
yeah. You made David cry on the last time you played a prank phone call on him.
it it was very angry. It was very
He
angry.
angry cried. You ever cry because of anger? That's what he did.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. Oh,
Okay, there's some stuff I need to talk to you about.
okay, let's go. We've made it this far.
Okay, so I posted something on Facebook, and it was like, comment your name, and I'll tell you what I like about you.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was gonna comment, but I'm like, I don't really want to see what she says about me.
You
So
should have commented. I would have
no,
said something nice. Maybe.
probably. I mean, you probably you try to look good on Facebook, and then there's me, and like you tag me and stuff, and I'm like just mean comment right after.
I know. But anyways, the people that that were commenting, I don't
Yeah,
even fucking know them. And I'm like,
I
how am I supposed to tell you what I like about you? I don't know you.
I seen it. I went through some of them, and there was like a couple people that like I didn't know, and I was like, I understand it. Like if you don't know someone and they try to do something like that, it's like, yeah, I guess you just like go through their profile pictures.
I don't know. Like, let's see. There's this girl from like third grade I used to know, and she put her thing, and I'm like, okay, like I could work with that because I've known you like in the third grade, but like the rest of them, I'm like, what do I say? I think one of them goes to school with my brother. The only time I ever talked to her is because she wanted to buy a lava lamp off of me, and then she never showed up. So
You're
what
just
am I
sitting
supposed
up.
to say? You're unreliable.
You just showed up on the corner of the street one day, just holding a lava lamp, just waiting for someone to show up.
No, I sent my brother because I was in class, and she's like, I don't have a ride. I'm like, my brother's waiting for you.
So your brother's on the corner of the street, just holding a lava lamp.
Yes. I was like, Jeremiah, just come home.
So you know I haven't made the sale yet.
There was like this 40-year-old that commented, the one that's always hitting on me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't put anything. And there's like some old friends I haven't talked to in a while. Then,
See, this is why I don't do stuff like that.
and then there's this guy, and he's like in his 40s, right? And he was my partner for one of my classes.
Yeah.
And I did all the work. And even the day we had to present, he's like, I gotta work, so you gotta present. And I never talked to him. That's the only thing
That was the one time that you, yeah.
that we actually talked. And then he comments on it. What am I supposed to say? I don't like anything about you, bro. You left me to fend for myself. And the one time you talked to me, you're like, I can't help you.
Did you at least get an A? Did you get a good grade on it?
I did.
Okay.
The teacher was like, Manny, are you gonna talk? Because he went. Like
He just showed up,
he showed up.
but he just let you do everything.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna have my audio on or anything because I'll be at work, but I just want to have my attendance. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? And then this, like I said, the girl.
Yeah.
And then I think that's it.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, that's the reason I don't do stuff like that is because I don't know, like, I don't know who would like comment on it, and then I wouldn't know what to say. Like I'm an awkward person in real life, and I'm even more awkward like talking to someone online because like
Really?
I think I'm more confident, and that's what makes me say stupid things. I was like, yeah, that's why I posted the I talk to people in my head.
Makes sense.
It's like this. I am so confident right now. I'm crazy.
But even like people I haven't talked to in forever, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna comment on their post because we haven't talked in like four three
For 3 years.
4 3 years. We haven't talked in like 4 3 years. So I wouldn't do it if they were like my best friend. Like say you posted it or
Yeah.
Adriana, okay, I'll post it. But like someone you don't even know, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
See, that's why I'm even scared to like when someone like back in like 7th grade when someone would post a TBH. Like I would hate. I wouldn't do comment on it. Like sometimes I
I wouldn't
want
either.
to, but like
I'm just scared. What are they?
yeah, like
What
I
are they
was like
gonna
I don't
say
know what
about
you're gonna
me?
say about me. Like why would I? I kind of want to know, but at the same time I don't. Like
It was
social
lame
anxiety
all the
is fun.
time.
It was like
I think you're cool. Hit me up.
yeah, just like we should talk more.
Hit me
It's
up.
like, like I met you once in like third grade, and
You're
that was
cool.
fun. So
Yes,
they
they were bad.
they
Even if
yeah
they didn't like you, they would still put, "You're cool. Hit me up."
yeah that's pretty much all it was. But
Unless you were like their best friend, they're like, "Bestie."
or like they had like a crush on you, then it'd be something different. But
You're really cool.
yeah,
I like
just
your
like
shoes.
just like you have a really great sense of fashion, and I like the way your face. I mean, we're just reenacting whole TBHs now.
Do you remember rates?
I don't know.
It's like for a rate. And so
Oh,
and there'd be like 10 out of 10, 2 out of 10.
yeah. I also remember those, and oh god, I feel bad for some people because like
They would go brutal.
yeah.
Me and my friend used to do that. We would be like, let's
You did it to me. You rated me, and I didn't even post.
Did I really?
I think you did it. It was on Kick. You like did something about it on Kick with like one of your friends, and you're like, this guy, and I was like, why are you sending this to me? Like I think you just wanted to show me that you were making fun of me with someone else, so
Yeah.
you like screenshotted it and sent it to me. I was like, well thanks.
I missed that.
I think at one point like you were trying to catfish someone as me on Kick, and you asked them to rate, and then you just did that a lot.
Yes. Okay, you're gonna. Oh my god, this is gonna sound so bad. But I looked up like ugly, ugly men. And
Are you talking about the time that you tried to get your brother to like pretend he was
yes,
my long lost cousin or
cousin
something?
that you needed to spend the night at your house because he
Yeah,
was homeless.
yeah. He's like, "What's your address?" I was like, "First of all, I don't even know you." So
But I'm your long lost cousin.
it took 30 minutes for me to figure out that it was Jeremiah.
Yeah, because his username, he didn't change it.
Yeah.
It's like Jeremiah Trujillo.
Like I kept pressing him so hard, and I kept pressing Alyssia because she was acting weird about it. She's like, I don't know who it is. It was that same deep laugh, just in case you were wondering.
So rude.
But you were acting weird about it, and I think at one point I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And I clicked on his profile picture, and his name pops up alongside of it. I was like, "Son of a bitch."
He made it his. I told him, I was like, okay, make a kick and we're gonna prank Ryan. And he put his own name.
I don't even remember what he was trying to tell me his name was, but
Yeah, I don't
it was
remember
something
either.
weird. And like,
It was some basic name.
you kept denying it. And then I finally screenshotted it, sent it to you, and I was like, I know this is Jeremiah. It's like, how do you know it's Jeremiah then? And I sent you the picture, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Playing kick pranks on you is fun.
We were kind of brutal on Kick.
Oh, you were brutal, alright.
Both of us were.
You went on Omegle and you're like, come chat with me, let's have some fun. And I kept getting requests from Kick, and I'm like, dang, like my phone was like beep, 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 beep,
You
beep.
thought you were popular. It
Yeah,
made you happy.
for a
Until you opened
second.
it.
And then I opened it, and it was just like all dick pics. Imagine. I was in 6th grade. 7th grade?
We were in 8th grade.
8th grade.
Because Janae was there.
Yeah. Janae was there in 7th grade.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
No, she wasn't.
She was only there for
That
a year?
was the year that I showed up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so
She sent me a bunch. No, not him, but
I got Janae on it too. In on it too. She
was in on it.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't believe Ryan did that. He's such an asshole.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
god.
was. It was a constant war between us on Kick.
In real life too, we used to play pranks on each other.
I think it was you didn't do anything in real life.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
Like most of the time, it was me and Janae going at it in real life.
Yeah, but I took you to a drag show, and I had the drag.
One time.
And then you stopped after that, so I was like, all right.
I, you know,
Yeah, you did, huh?
I don't remember honestly.
I took him to this drag queen show. He didn't know it was a drag.
She took me to a lip sync,
Yes.
and there were drag queens, if that's what you want to call them.
They were like discount drag queens.
Yeah, their boobs were balloons.
Yeah, and their butts were balloons.
Yeah,
And they had beards.
yeah,
And they just wore lipstick.
pretty much.
And they went out in the audience and they danced on people. And since my brother was in the show, not as a drag queen, but as a lip
I would pay
singer,
to see that.
I would talk to
Okay, so she did that. She invited me, and she's like, "You gotta sit on the end of the row." I was like, "I don't want to sit on the end of the row. That's dumb. I mean, at least I get to get up and go to the bathroom if I need to, but I don't want to sit here." And she's like, "You have to sit here." And like her mom and her dad told me, "It's like you have to sit there." I was like, "Well, fine, I guess. I mean, I don't want to like disrespect you or anything, so." Even though your mom kind of got mad at us through in the middle of the show, anyways. But so
yeah, because Ryan was trying to trade me seats. No, you're trying to try the brochure to see when they came back on,
yeah,
right? And so I was like, oh, okay, Ryan, you need to sit here because before I talked to the hosts who were the drag
yeah.
queens to come and dance on him. So they came and they took his hat and his...
I was wearing my new hat at the time. They fucking took my hat, threw it, and like I had like static electricity from the balloons because
Which were the boobs.
Yeah, I was in between them, and like my hair was like just
everywhere
for the rest of the night because static electricity and balloons, and yeah,
and everyone was fucking laughing.
Yeah.
I had a really bad video on my iPod, and then it crashed, and then I deleted it.
It's like that was your one chance to blackmail me.
Yes, and my
she actually told me that. I think that's why I think that is why I stopped because you threatened to blackmail me with it.
I remember I was so happy and I was singing on the way back, and my mom slapped me and told me to shut up.
I do remember that.
She's like, "Shut up."
Yeah.
She also kept telling us to shut up that her baby was on the stage. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I think I was trying to figure something out, and she just like turned around and was like, "You do shit." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
She's scary, I tell you.
But yeah, no. See, it was still me and Janae most of the time. Like, I remember one time, I think we were in gym.
She threw a basketball at your face.
Shh. I don't think it was me.
It was Josh?
I think she was trying to throw it at someone else, or she was trying to throw it at me, but she hit someone else because they came around the corner first.
Oh, maybe it was Josh.
I think it was Josh. Like, she threw a basketball at Josh's face because he had come around the corner first.
But why did she throw it so high? You guys are like so different in height.
It was she was just probably aiming for the face, and that's the first face she saw. So
they're not even the same color.
She was like instinct, just launched it. She also threw my jacket in the trash can one time.
Oh yeah,
in Mr. Schaefer's class, and he had walked past, and he saw my jacket in the trash. He was like, "Whose jacket is this?" I was like, "It's my jacket." He's like, "Why is it in the trash?" He's like, "I don't know. Honestly, I was looking for it, and just Nay was sitting right next to me." We got in so much trouble in that class. I personally I didn't make him, but he moved literally everyone that sat next to me before he realized that I was the one causing trouble.
You were the problem.
Yeah.
Everyone doesn't think you're the problem because you're like, I didn't do anything, and you're like so tiny and you look innocent.
That's great.
Like you be kicking Jonathan's shit in the back, and Jonathan's like,
Had enough with my shit and starts doing it back, and that's the second that a teacher comes in.
and
Not while I'm
Caesar,
doing it, but as soon as he starts.
and Jonathan's like so tall.
Yeah. I I remember I think the time that you're referring to is he was walking down the hall with like his book bag and he had like all his stuff in it. And I walked around the corner and I was like, oh, look at this nerd. And I slapped his bag out of his hand and like his papers flew everywhere on the floor. And it's like, haha. And I started kicking it around. But I mean, I should clarify that me and John are good friends. Before I get like flagged, it's like, this guy's a dick.
You are a dick.
To the people I know, and I'm close to.
You become friends, and then you become the
Yeah,
dick.
like I'm not gonna meet you on the street. Like, look at this fucking nerd.
That'd be funny though. We should do that.
If we do like an Impractical Jokers, I might, but until then, I'm not gonna do that.
But can you imagine like what they would do? They're like, what the fuck?
Right?
They'd have to look down. They'd be like, oh.
Right, but anyway, okay. So back to the story. I started kicking his stuff around, and I just like it was like scattered all over the hall, and I finally had enough. I had my fill, so I bent down and I started picking it up. And as soon as I started picking it up, like John was just like standing over me with his arms crossed, and a teacher walks around the corner. John's just like this 6-foot guy standing over me with his arms crossed, and I'm on the floor picking up these papers one by one.
He's like, yeah, pick him up.
Yeah, and the teacher's like, Jonathan, why did you do this to Ryan? And in my head, I was in speech for like 3 years at this point. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna play on this. And I turned around, I was like, yeah, John, you dick. And I started picking him up. It's like fake sobbing, like a tear rolled down my cheek. John is like, what? What? Like, why are you doing this to me? I've never done anything to you.
Who was the teacher?
It was Mr. Barry. It was Mr. Barry.
I miss Mr. Barry.
It was that's what's great about being in speech though. Is I could just play off those situations.
Poor Jonathan. We used to do some weird stuff to Mr. Barry. Like we used to pick on him.
You guys did. You and Adriana. I liked Mr. Barry. He was my favorite teacher.
I remember we weren't in the same like group of class, but he's moved us around. And Adriana and me were on opposite sides of the room.
Yeah.
And Adriana stands up. He goes, fuck you, Mr. Barry. And she goes and she sits by me.
Why would you do that?
And he just like looked at her and went back to teaching.
What? Why would you do that? Poor Mr. Barry.
And I remember one time she's like, I think I have tonsil stones. And she's like, Mr. Barry, come here. He's scared of Adriana.
She was mean to him.
She's like, Mr. Barry, come here. And he comes and he's like, I need you to fill my throat. I think I got some tonsil stones. And he's like,
Like, first of all, that's not. It's frowned upon for a teacher to touch a student like that.
Just to fill it on the side of the neck?
If they're not a nurse, yeah.
Oh.
Like, just touching a student in general.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So.
She was so mean to him. Like, so mean to him.
I can see that.
He would walk on the opposite side of the hallway and put his head down and be like, good morning, Adriana.
Adriana is probably the reason that he snapped on the 8th graders.
He snapped on the 8th graders?
He yelled at them. I walked into the room to go give him something one time, and he just exploded. Mr. Barry normally is a very, very calm man. Like, he is so nice to everyone, and he speaks in, like, it's not a monotone voice, but it's like a gentle, caring voice, and, like, he is so nice.
I remember, what's his name, used to fall asleep, and he's like, come on, Brandon.
Yeah. He's a kid fell asleep throughout his whole class, and he still gently woke him up. He never gave him detention. He never sent him to the principal's office. No, he was so nice.
Super nice.
But I don't know what happened, what they did, but I walked into that class, and I have never felt more frightened in my life. Like, that man yelling is...
I can't see it.
Exactly! That's what makes it so frightening! When it happens, you don't believe it. You're like, did that voice just come out of that man? Oh my god. I have to change my whole outlook on life. Like, I think I had a nightmare that night of Mr. Barry just yelling at me. I was like, Mr. Barry, no, I'm sorry. Just curled up in a corner. It was frightening.
I bet you he was even gentle with Jonathan when he thought he was picking on you.
He was. He's like, Jonathan, why did you do that? Like, he wasn't, like, mad. He was just, like, disappointed. It's like... It was... He's like, John, help him pick it up. It's like, correct your mistake. But that was it before that point. And, oh god. It still frightens me to this day.
I remember Adriana would be on the phone with her mom, just talking in class, or she would call the dog pound and see if they had any dogs available, and he would just like walk by.
Yeah, Adriana was. If anybody else did it in another class, like, he never took their phone. He just gently reminded them, like, "You're not supposed to be on your phone right now. Can you please put it away?" And they, "Oh yeah, okay." And then they just get it back out.
I know.
Like, no one respected him, but
he was a kind, gentle soul.
He was.
Until someone broke him. Adriana.
Adriana was a big part of that.
You broke this poor man.
Yeah, it was. Oh.
Have you seen his Facebook picture?
I no.
He's eating a drumstick and he's like, ah.
I think that's Miss Berry's.
Yeah, they have share Facebook.
Then yes, I have seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I do miss Miss Berry as well.
My brother says that he did, like, his whole class does not like Miss Berry.
Oh, poor Miss Berry.
I know.
I love Miss Berry. I think people who are in speech like her.
Yeah.
Because she's cool then. But people just in a regular class don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was with us. I mean, everyone in our class who wasn't in speech just didn't like Miss Berry.
I remember me and Adriana used to ditch like 5 minutes every day.
Like, she talked to me about it one time. She's like, "Do you know Alyssia and Adriana just leave 5 minutes early?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Why do they do that?" They just want to get to the bus first and get a good seat.
It's so sad. We're seniors and we're like,
yeah,
we just want to get a good seat on the bus.
I think I stopped taking the bus like at the end of senior year, and you just started crying.
Yeah, I was so sad. So Ryan still rode the bus, Gladden, and this other kid, and then this other kid and Ryan used to pick on me. They used to steal my phone.
I remember that.
And play catch with
and like they made you pay to get it back.
No, they're like, you owe us money.
Yeah.
If you get it back, I was like, okay, I'll bring it tomorrow, and I never brought it.
Yeah. I think I started that actually. I took your phone
and then they thought it was fun.
And then Gladden took it. He's like, "I'll give it back to you, but only if you give me such and such money." I was like, "Oh."
And he's the rich one.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
It was a great time.
It was not a great time.
It was a great time for me.
Or when like this kid on the bus had a crush on me, and I'm like, "Ryan, come sit by me." And you're like, "No."
See, I never stopped picking on you. I never, even after the drag queen thing, it just kept going.
But at least you didn't play pranks on me. I'm like, Ryan, come sit by me. And that kid that had a crush on me would come sit by me. I'm like,
I remember
Ryan,
that.
don't
I did it on purpose.
leave me. So weird.
But do you remember the kid when we were forced to sit in the front of the bus, like he was in like preschool?
Oh yes, he was so cute.
He had a seat to himself, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and he had just gotten out of class. I guess it was a bad day for him or something, but I just remember him sitting there and he looks over at us. He's like, "What grade are you guys in?" I said, "We're seniors." He's like, "Oh, I'm glad school is over. I only have 2 more years." And I was like, "No, you got a lot more than that." He's like, "Really? How many grades is there?" And I was like, "There's 12 if you don't count college." And he just like rolled his eyes in the back of his head. He's like, "Ah!" And like face plants in the seat.
I wish I would have got it on video. That was when Vine was a thing,
It
and
was.
we could have put it on there.
It would have totally blown up. It was great, but
That kid is mood.
I
It's
think
my
about
mood.
him. I think about him on a daily basis.
So do I, dude.
Just that is me. I am him.
I wonder how he's doing.
It's still the same.
He's like counting down the days.
Yeah.
He has a tally in his room.
Just another year gone by.
He's like, fuck, I hate this. Now he's online. Poor guy.
Maybe he'll listen to this one day. But, hey, that's me. I remember those guys.
If you're out there, we don't know your name, but you made our day and our whole life.
I will forever think about you.
Even on my deathbed.
It's like, mood. Just die.
Just die how he did, just like face plants.
Just on your deathbed. Just,
Even roll your eyes in the back of your head.
Yeah, that's how you know that he's gone. Oh.
If I die like that and you listen to this podcast, that's why. They probably think like something's really wrong with me. There is, but
So, yeah, there's a lot wrong with her, but we don't have time in this podcast to get into that.
You want to?
So, no,
I don't
no,
have a
we already got
therapist.
into my problems with Josh. This was my episode.
Okay, man. Should I talk about at least one of my dreams and then we could end it there?
It is time for Alyssia's weekly dream. So
Okay, so I dreamt that I was at a party
okay.
and there's a lot of people there, and it's like there's like a bunch of stairs and like a bunch of levels, and I walk in and I see like a bunch of people that I don't like,
Why'd you go to that party?
and instead of just leaving, because I see some people coming up that I also don't like, and there's like a window right by, and it's like the second story.
What goes on in your head?
I jumped out the window.
What goes on in your head?
I don't know if I died or not. Like, I just see myself faceplant on the ground, and then I woke up.
Was it like one of those like jump scare dreams where you wake up and you're
No, I wanted to get out.
like I've had dreams like that. Like there's one in particular that I remember.
I think I had one in church.
You just fall asleep in church.
And then exactly, I even yelled.
Everyone's just like
I was like
this communion stops. Are you okay, my child?
I jumped up and I think I like let out like a moan or like a scream or something, and everyone looked at me.
I hope to God it wasn't a moan. I can just imagine you just laying there just just like come back into it, and just everyone just stops. It's like, what the fuck?
I didn't mean like a moan like that. I'm like like that. I guess it's not a moan. This is like a sound. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
And then I had one, and you were in it.
Oh boy. All right, let's go.
And we were in math class.
Mm-hmm.
And you would never guess who was our teacher.
Is it Mr. Berry?
It was Elon Musk.
Of course it was Elon Musk.
I don't know why I've been having so many dreams about Elon Musk.
You just, at this point, I'm trying to get revenge on him through my dreams. This is for my sister.
That I don't have. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else happened in that dream.
That's it. So we were in math class and Elon Musk was teaching it. That's it.
I also had one
Thank
more.
you for coming to my show.
I also have one more. One more. So I dreamt that I was living in a van.
It's not far off.
Wow. It was at a choice. I was traveling the world, alright.
Yeah, because you didn't have an actual house. You
Anyways.
couldn't afford an actual house.
Anyways.
The thing you could afford was gas.
Anyways.
You didn't have a job.
Anyways. I was in a van. And we were at like this van festival where everyone that lives in their vans. And then one of my friends there that I met, he's like, "Oh my god, I just got a call. Someone broke into my house." And I was like, "You have a house?"
See? Yeah, I was right.
And he's like, "Yeah, it's like an hour from here. Do you want to go come with me to see what's going on?" So I went with him. And we took like evidence of our own, and there was like a cop there like going through stuff, and he was taking evidence.
The cop just let you like, okay, cool. So this is a crime scene, but you do you.
Hey. And then we're like going through the evidence, right? And I don't know where we're at, but we're like going through the evidence, and one of the cops, he's like, "I hate this new sheriff. I hate him so much."
He's just complaining to you while he's at work.
Yeah.
Doing his job.
And then
I hate my life.
And then we're like going through the evidence, and then we find out that the cop is the one that stole from his house. And then we got the cop arrested. And then that was it.
That was it. Thanks for coming to my show, guys. That's my dream. There was Elon Musk, he was a teacher. Let's go.
That's it. Come back next time on
Come back next week for another exciting episode of Alyssia's Weekly Dreams, where Elon Musk is my teacher again.
Maybe he'll be my English teacher. Sorry, Mr. Barry, you've been replaced.
Oh. Anyway, thanks for listening. Again, we're going to try to do as soon as we figure it out, because last time stereo was
really bad, really echoey.
It was, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna try to figure that out, and hopefully we'll be on around
2:00.
Hopefully, no. Well, it'll probably be like 3:30, maybe 4. We'll post it, and yeah, come talk to us. Ask us any questions you have about, the podcast, our lives, anything you want to know. more of Alyssia's dreams that are only available there.
Also, tell me if you have these weird dreams too. That'd be nice to know that I'm not the only one.
So I want to feel not alone.
For real.
Anyway, we'll see you next week.
On.
No, we'll see you
the
next week.
Nameless Losers.